Welcome back, guys, and this week we're exploring the Quobba Blow Holes. Let's have a look around, shall we?
Standing on the edge of the world.
That's it.
Oh, this one. Yeah, baby. Whoa!
That was a big wave, but it's pretty cool. Oh, good. Not sure why you had to do that. There you go. Go between my legs. You ready? Very much. That was a good one. He's like, do these ones. Okay. And half the placards are missing. Got that back and butt rub, don't you, buddy? Yeah. Oh, now you're all twisted. What are you doing? Oh, you're scratching the car.
You're all in the shadow, I can tell you, but. Oh,
In case anyone is watching, he's just done two and a half. No, we're going for a third lap of rubbing ourselves on everything on the back of the car.
Oh, you're funny. Up you get. Oh, almost. Almost. Tim's out there taking people's photos at the King Wave sign. I don't think he's ever used one of those cameras before, but who knows how the photo's going to turn out, so good luck with that, guys.
When you brave the wind to get the video. Really do it justice how windy it actually is. So what we'll do is spin the camera around and I'll show you a couple of things. Right, now a bit. So you You obviously can hear it, but these things are just going crazy. That's why the pants are going crazy over here.
They're not wearing them, but
Yeah, and obviously all the white caps out in the ocean. Just,
yeah, it's
just
insane.
chop as all hell.
Whoa, almost lost my hat. Again. Laps are going.
Laps are going crazy.
Laps are going crazy. You heard it here first. Matt's having a meltdown because he wants to get out, but I can guarantee you, if he got out, it would be the worst in the world, and we would be the worst people. So
they're getting out in a minute.
Yeah, we'll go somewhere a little bit safer for them to have a run around. The Quobba Lighthouse, that from a distance looks like it has a giant nipple on the top of it.
Yes. That's why we're going up here, because Kate saw it the other day and went, oh, that's a big nipple, I must come and see it.
Correct. That's pretty much how it happened.
Guys, just off the entrance into Quobba Blow Holes.
Oh my god.
It's a bit of a sandy, rocky track. It's got a couple of holes in it at the moment, so it's nothing too bad. You just got to weave. Don't bring your caravan up. Well, you can if you want. There is actually room to stand around. It's up to you.
You do.
But if you're coming out here, who knows?
Oh, this is cool. Wowzers.
Bit of a view.
It is a bit of a view on a crazy blustery day. But trying to open my door in this wind. This is not even an exaggeration. Just trying to get out of here. At the zoomies. It's definitely a lot better this side of the car.
Anzac Day 2025. This morning we're still out at Quobba Blow Holes, and there's no local services anywhere nearby. That I think the nearest one was like a 3-hour drive. So this morning Kate and I just got up and did our own little service up on the
the hill to the back here. The sun was cresting, and the sun, just as it was rising at dawn, we still had the moon and the stars with a little breeze on our backs from the ocean. Just our own little service. Moment of silence and to pay homage and respect to those that have come before and those that are still serving. As an ex-military member, it means a lot to me, and I haven't missed a dawn service in I don't know how long. I don't think I've missed one since ever, really. But yeah, just no matter where you are, guys, it doesn't take much. Have that moment of silence for those that have gone before, and yeah, they shall not grow old, lest we forget.
Stay on the road.
Oh, we're recording. Hi
Yeah.
guys.
Good morning. Well, good
Midday.
midday.
Mid-morning. Brunch.
Yeah. Today is Sunday, and it's the Anzac Day weekend, so we've still got another public holiday tomorrow. And then all the kiddies go back to school, which means hopefully there'll be more camping spots available with less people. Just the way we like it.
Yeah.
So we've spent the last few days at the Quobba Blow Holes campground, which is completely free. You do have to be self-contained with chemical toilets, or compost toilets, whatever.
There's no dump point or water point.
Yeah, and no bins. There are toilets there. We didn't actually use the toilets, but up sort of near the aquarium
Yeah,
park.
in the day use area.
Yeah, there are sort of toilets up there. And yeah, like the area to camp in is massive. Like it just goes on and on and on. Like I don't know how long that would have been.
It's probably,
A couple of Ks.
yeah, probably about 2.5 k's
Yeah.
from the point of entry to your limit of exploitation where you can go to.
The limit of exploitation. Because that's how a normal person talks.
Anyway, moving on. So various campsites, which are capable for anywhere from your tents to your rooftops to your campers to your big 22-foot caravans. There's plenty of space where you can get your vans into. So
Yeah, and there's quite a few areas that you can pull over or turn around or whatever. And it's all hard, it's not soft sand, so pretty much available to everyone. We found, as usual, as soon as you get into the camping area, I think we talked about this the other day, but as soon as you get in, everyone was just camped in that first spot.
next to the aquarium, next to the toilets, it's a big, like a car park area.
Yeah, and it was literally like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, side to side.
Ugh, it gave me the cringes. So we kept driving on, and it just opened up, and there was heaps more spots down there, which obviously people just find a spot and stay, rather than sort of see what else is there. But I guess if you've got small kids and stuff, it's good to be at that first section because you can sort of watch them while they go off to swim from that area. So I can understand it, but not for us. But yeah.
We were lucky. We didn't really take much footage because, I mean, most days were quite windy. There's a couple of days there where it was actually quite cold, and we just sort of did some uni and a few other bits and pieces.
Yeah, we had an assignment due, so we had to get that done, unfortunately.
Yeah, and we were lucky. We got a little spot off to the left-hand side, single spot with no one else around us, as in no one could pull in beside us.
Yeah, that's great.
So that was actually good, and then we had a tune off to the back, which led sort of off towards the White House bit, which I think is about a 3k return walk through sort of the salt bushes and stuff. There's numerous tracks where people just walk.
Yeah, we drove.
Yeah.
There are devil lizards there, as Tim likes to call it. We had we'll show you in the footage anyway later.
You're sitting at camp and you get visitors.
And they'll walk straight through our camp, so inside very quickly because I think, yeah, if they tried to go for it, it would definitely go for them and it would win. So yeah, just be careful. Obviously, if you've got small dogs, small kids, whatever. There are some.
Just make sure you don't leave any rubbish laying around.
Yeah, he had
Normal camping rules.
He had no qualms at all of walking past us while we were sitting outside. So pretty bold, but beautiful. Yeah, nice spot. So today we are heading to
The Coral Bay area.
up to the Coral Bay. Alright, we are up near the Coral Bay, so we're just heading along. It's called Waruna, or what was this road called? Waruna?
Wow.
Waruna?
WAROONO. I don't know.
Road. And this one takes us into, I think it heads basically to all the coastline. We could have gone up from the campsite that we were last at and gone dirt road the whole way up, but we figured that would just take us too long. Let's just get back on the highway. So now we're heading along this road, which is very corrugated. We were going to go it without changing the tyre pressures down, but we sort of did about, I don't know, a couple of hundred k's, a couple of hundred metres, and then went, yeah, no, let's just air down a little bit.
Yeah.
So
It's like 5.5 k's worth of this. So
yeah, so I don't know if you can hear Tim, but it's about 5.5 k's worth of this. So we just figured let's just air down a little bit, make it a more comfy ride, and we'll see how we go. Yeah. So we've gone down to 30 psi.
Just to give us a bit more
Cushioning.
Highway 40-ish. So
yeah, this is the road ahead.
yeah, not sponsored at all, but the TMS deflators, so better than sitting there doing it by hand.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
especially because we've had a lot of issues with our air compressor lately, both our air compressors, so we I don't know what's going on.
I don't know.
We'll look at that when we can be bothered.
Well, look at it for it, because that's the first place.
Yeah, actually, do something about it. Cool. Alright, let's do this. Let's see how bumpy we are.
She's bumpy.
Comfier than it was.
Yeah, this is corrugated. It's had a lot of traffic too. The school holidays and whatnot, so. And I guess I haven't been graded for a while. Okay, now we're going to sand.
It's like a weird combination of like rock and sand.
Yeah. But the sand's soft, but it's not overly thick, so it's not too bad.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's too deep. So far.
Yeah, I said about 5 k's, it's actually 12 k's.
Opening up the caravan after that
Okay.
I'm just saying, opening up the caravan after that ride, let's see what we shall find. Okay, hats have fallen over, bath mat. Oh, so all that stuff stayed up there, that's pretty good except for the hats. I'll pick those up. This shambles also, this is what we have to sort of leave in this area all the time, which is a bit annoying, but because obviously the roof comes down, all the stuff that usually sits up here ends up sitting down here during travel. So it is annoying, but it is what it is. Everything else seems to have stayed pretty well, and there's not a horrendous amount of dust, nothing that I can notice. That's all just dog hair and the usual crap that's in here. So, not too bad. We'll set up now. This is the hardest part because I constantly hit my head on the air conditioner. Move this, darling. Excuse the being extremely graceful moment. And we're up. So now all of this gets put back up there and we fold down the mattress. Hi there, handsome.
How'd we go?
Yeah, not too bad.
Yeah, nice.
But hi.
Hi. Can I have the cable?
Sure.
Did you open this or did I not close it?
Hey,
Did you open this or did I not close it?
you didn't close it.
For the record, I did close it.
No, you didn't. This is how I make the bed. There's so many drink bottles everywhere.
Oh, if you wanted to deal with them, that wouldn't be an issue.
Right. That's pretty much us. I'll
Starlight is up.
put the bin somewhere. But yeah, that's pretty much us set up. Yay. Done.
Really, it does only take like 15 minutes, and we're all
Oh,
good.
yeah, completely set up with the
Yeah.
boys out. So, but yeah, not too bad with the dust, honestly. Most of this is just dog hair and normal crud from living with dogs in a small spot. Oh, right, so we are just setting up and sort of thought, oh, I'm just going to fill up the boys' food containers. So we keep just a portion of their dog food in the caravan. It's just easier than accessing this massive thing every time we want their food, which sort of lives in the back of the car. And we've just discovered, like, looks like mouse poo on top of his food container. We keep some of like their treats in like these treats here in this rear drawer, which I've just opened, and as you can see there's all shavings there of the plastic. So they've obviously, mice have obviously gotten into those. So now we're just going to, oh my lord, these flies. We're just going to pretty much go through everything, pull everything out, clean it up, maybe put Madden in the back here to have a good sniff around because he's really good at finding mice. So yeah, we don't keep a lot of food out in the back here, but stuff for the boys we do. So we're just going to have to go through and put them all in airtight containers and stuff like that and find new spots for them, and hope there's not a mouse living in here. Hopefully it was just a resident, a visitor. So anyway, fun times.
Because we were dragging the van around 1,000 beaten tracks and whatnot, the rock sliders on the van got some chips, and then obviously going up the beach and rolling around the coastal place, tiny bit of surface rust just popping up in all bits and pieces. So we've recoated them with a sealer and a primer and a black
Paint.
Anti-rust paint.
Yeah, so we sort of like, we took them off, gave them a sand back to get the rust off them, and then yeah, then painted them. So we've done one side of the caravan, we may as well do the other side. Alright, all done. They just look a lot nicer. All the rust is covered up.
Like it was like surface rust.
It's just surface rust, yes.
Back Mount Gambier, a while ago now, South Australia. The mounting rails for the rock stone stopper, and the guard, sort of, because we went over a fair bit of undulating and full driving, bent they're just like the brackets. They're brass, really.
Yeah.
So they're not overly strong.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing actually.
So yeah. So anyway, they bent, and I went and saw, who was that?
It was just like a steel.
BJM. BK Fabrications at Mount Gambier, I'm pretty sure. I think it was BK.
I remember that.
But anyway, so I went and saw them and got some new mounting rails laser cut, and they needed to be painted as well.
Yes. And these were the things I was telling about last time, but they are a bit dirty and starting to get surface rust again. So today's problem, other than it being super windy, again because we're at the coast, is we were going to go for an explore to Sandy, what's it called? Not Sandy Cape, Sandy Head? I don't know. Something.
I don't really know.
Something down that way. It's only 6 k's drive. And noticed this back tyre. We're just going to pump them up. And the compressor that we only just bought, because our internal compressor is not working, so we bought a new compressor. Used it on one tyre, it was fine. Used it on this tyre, and this is what's happened. So now we have a flat tyre and no compressor that works. So we're hoping someone drives past before we have to leave so that we can pump up our tyres. Oh, the joys. But on a positive, we have this whole campsite to ourselves. So this is the Stan's Overflow. Yeah, Stan's Overflow. So it goes sort of down there and then back this way. 14 sites here, and the beach is just over this dune. So it's pretty good because we do have protection from all the wind, which has been crazy lately. And awesome now that we have this whole place to ourselves. We've got our music going. Don't really have to worry about anyone else. I'll just go over this ridge. Which meanwhile, does anyone else notice how itchy this grass is? I don't know what its problem is, but it is so itchy. Anyway, so yeah, beach is just here. So not ideal swimming, but apparently really good fishing. And then just down the ways is Sandy, whatever it's called. I'll put it down the bottom. I can't remember.
So, after the compressor dramas, being that the onboard was buggered and the portable one we bought decided to die, we chilled out for a couple of hours and then finally decided to flag a car down that went past. Older couple, really lovely, come in, pumped up our tyre, and from there we went exploring carefully to make sure that our tyres didn't go down again until we can get the compressor fixed.
I can fly in my mouth. Walking backwards over the coral. Feeling very glamorous right now. How you going back there? I was just going straight ahead.
No, you weren't. Straight ahead. I'm learning.
This is the first fishing with the grand beach rod. Look how giant that thing is, it's ridiculous. But if it works, I'll be happy. So me and the boys are sitting up here being very smart and keeping out of the water. Otherwise someone will not dry in time for bed. And just passing the time, really. It's great. We still have this whole campsite to ourselves, and even down there, which is Sandy Point where we were today, there's just, I think I can probably see 2 caravans further up in the dunes, so yeah. And down there, which is 14 Mile, I believe it is, that one's a little bit more popular. Seems to be a lot of people there. Alright, so we probably should have mounted this. Anyway, we've extended our stay at Stan's Overflow Campground because we have the whole place to ourselves. It's really close to the water, and we're restricted with where we can go to Ningaloo anyway with the dogs, but also everything's still booked out, and we just figured, well, we've got this whole place to ourselves, we may as well stay.
It's nice. Let's
Yeah,
stay.
it is. It's really nice. It suits our needs, and we don't particularly like being on top of everyone else. So we are just going into Coral Bay, which is about 45 minutes drive back on this rough road again, and just to get a few supplies. So, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, because it's screaming hot.
Yeah, it's ridiculously hot. So we're enjoying some aircon. The boys are enjoying some aircon. So, yeah, suits us all. So what's this, Sandy Point?
Yeah.
Yeah, Sandy Point. So we're just going to take the boys up for a walk. We actually haven't been up here before, so who knows what it's going to look like. Yeah, I can't walk with thongs on in sand. Yeah. Good plan.
Yeah.
I think this way, Mads. Maddie. Whoa! I can, yeah, parkour indeed. Come on. It is pretty.
Apparently he's had enough. And Leo's already been in the water. When he emerges from the shoreline, wet and sandy. And there he is. Yep, the swim zoomies.
Alright, let's try and put you in your sack.
Let's go. Come on, we're coming.
He's like, you guys are so slow.
Back up over the sand. So that's been going you for an old boy. Come on. The legs burn. When the old man gets tired, he ups in his baby sling.
Yeah. It also helps my arms. So guess who lost the drone? Well, crashed it. Poor Gizmo. He deserved better. Does it still work? Yeah. You can't even see it. Oh, there you are. Yay! What are the chances of that?
Why
Okay.
is the pin not attached to it anyway? But yeah,
Because
I'm glad.
I had to take it out of the case.
I know, yeah.
Okay.
But you have all this storage stuff here that you can sit little things in so it doesn't fall out of the car. The door just slammed shut on my knee.
Oh. Okay. So, quick update. We've had quite the morning. We weren't going to film anything this morning because we're just on our way to Coral Bay to get some fuel, get some water, and then head to Exmouth. But just as we were leaving camp, we saw a massive eagle and we're like, oh my god, get the drone. So pulled over, got the drone out, took it for a little spin, kept well away from the eagle because we don't like harassing them. Tim had it just zoomed in. But then, I don't know what happened, he had a brain fart and forgot it was zoomed in and then crashed it. So then we both got up. I was having issues with the the camera at the time in the car because it was saying the SD card was full, and I was like, but I just emptied it all yesterday. What is going on? It was a whole thing. So anyway, so then we got up. I heard something fall as I got out of the seat, but I thought it was this little pin thing, which was on my seat. So we raced out. Tim found the drone, thankfully. And anyway, then we came back. And as we came back, I said to him, is it still working? Do you just want to check it? So he checked it. I kept walking, and he was harassing me with the drone, following me, which I filmed a little bit of. And next minute, he again forgets it zoomed in and crashed into my back. So then I have these 2 marks on my back where it looks like I've had the cane or something across my back. And yeah, not a pleasant feeling. Then we started driving. Yeah, got back in the car, started driving, and that's when I realised we had lost this magnetic thing, which I put 2 and 2 together that when I got out of
I heard
the
something
seat,
fall out of the car, but didn't bother checking.
No, I heard something fall, but I thought it hit this. Anyway, so then Tim's just reversed, I don't know how far back.
Kilometre?
Like a kilometre back with the caravan attached. Very impressive to get it. And it was there. So today is going to be a good day. Right?
Can you put your arm down? Thank you.
It's going to be a good day.
Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
Once again, thank you for watching, and we will see you next week when we start to explore Exmouth. See you then.